Greetings, Earth Angels, and welcome to Earth Angel Activities, where it is my absolute pleasure and honor to serve you as you serve the divine. So I'm going to be doing a reading, and I hope that these messages will be exactly what you need to recalibrate your mind so that you can vibrate like the divine being that you are. So we'll go ahead and start with a prayer, and then we'll hop right into the message. Thank you, Most High God, Divine Mother and Father, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Thank you so much for the viewer, the messages, and for allowing me to be the conduit of your words. Thank you for clarity, peace, health, spiritual, and financial prosperity, the responsible use of our magic, power, and energy, the strength and courage to speak truth to power, and the humility to forgive, and the guidance to apply our wisdom. If there's any negative energy that is trying to impede your messages, I thank you, God, for receiving that energy for us and for transmuting it into love and light for the good of us all. In your name, we thank you so much. So it is. Ashe. So, you guys, I was sitting here thinking about worry and stress and feeling as if there's like this looming feeling of having to do it all on your own. And I wanted to see what messages the divine had for you. So let's see. Most High God, what is your concern for the viewer? What do you want the viewer to know? What is something that the viewer has been feeling, God, that you want to address with them right now? Something that the viewer has been feeling that you want to address with them right now. Wow. Anger. Anger. For some of you, you've been seeing a lot of eyes. Like the shape of eyes has been really significant to you. This is a very specific message, so you know if it's for you, but no matter where you look, the sky and the wood grain and in certain woodworks, you've been seeing eyes. And you've also been isolating yourself. That's the other card that came out. And underneath the bottom of the deck is hunger. You know, this is a very Eight of Swords energy of the mind space being trapped, the mind space, unable to think past something that is a perceived problem. And I'm hearing control your anger, harness your anger. You know, anger is one of those emotions that everybody feels, but nobody really wants to admit that they feel it when they feel it. Sometimes anger can be embarrassing. You know, sometimes people just want to see you get angry. They want to see how you respond when you're angry. And for some of you, I'm seeing that this anger it's kind of dating back. It's a lingering feeling, because with the hunger and with these energies here in the middle, there's something that you feel as if was taken from you or stolen from you. It could, and I'm even hearing the word reputation. Oh my goodness, y'all, what did I say? I said this was the Eight of Swords energy, didn't I? And what comes out the Eight of Swords? I just love when God is like, yes, you're on the right track. Thank you, Lord. And the world is upside down. And I'm hearing that old song, my world came to an end. Again. Now I know there is no way I can go on without you. Then the King of Wands comes out in the Page of Swords. Somebody was dealing with a master manipulator. A master manipulator that really literally had you in the hangman energy, had you in the space where you didn't know whether you were coming or going. This person was a user, a manipulator, a liar. They are a master of illusions, a master of disguise. They are the type of person that comes in, tells you whatever that you want to hear for the sake of hearing it, and then they dip. And I'm seeing that this person took something that you really needed. Like, it was a part of your spiritual journey. And it wasn't even so much that they took it, but you gave it to them. And you feel this immense amount of anger and pressure around this energy. And you want to figure out, loud sounds mean that the message is amplified. You want revenge. You want this person to get it back. Yeah, I'm seeing, yeah, the revenge. If you were to see this person get back the energy that they put out, you would be so happy. You would celebrate with your friends, you know. And what does your spirit team want you to know about this energy, this desire to see someone get something back? Okay. A lot fell out. The first card out was the Magician. So this is definitely about magic. Somebody is out there that's listening, is doing some type of energetic work. Some negative, I want to say the word baneful. And, you know, yeah, because the Ace of Swords is always my guide card, and it came out with the Magician. And then I've got the Ace of Wands that came out here with this 10 of Wands. And this is showing me someone who takes the work into their own hands. It's hard, it's heavy. They're doing the work on their own. And they're forgetting to include God. They're forgetting to include their spirit team and their angels. And they move like that. They move like an individual. They are the type of person that would say, like, I'm not going to take this problem to God. I'm going to solve it on my own. I can do it on my own. And it's coming from feeling as if prayers haven't been heard in the past. It's just like, I'm going to take this into my own hands. And it's making you, with this Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands, it's making you feel really powerful, because somebody, this message isn't for everybody, but somebody, this message is for you if you've been dealing with a lot of anger. You might not even realize that you are doing baneful magic, and it's coming from your energy. It's coming from the anger. It's coming from the self-isolation. You know, hunger, that hunger is in the spirit. When people are dealing with certain energies, especially anger, sometimes it's difficult to figure out how to navigate it, because it's not easy to talk about. A lot of times people will advise you in such a way where they just want you to go back to feeling normal. They want you to go back to feeling good. They don't want to deal with negative energies, because it's like low vibrational. But anger is not low vibrational. It's actually a very high vibrational energy, in a sense of it moves very fast. Anger moves extremely fast. And when you have to recognize that everything that's high vibrational doesn't always benefit you if you move with it. When anger is moving, you must be still. Because if you move in your anger, you're going to find yourself creating events and situations that didn't need to be created. And you're going to forget to put God in it. You know, when you move too fast in anger, that's when you find yourself doing things like sending attacks to someone. You might think that someone attacked you, or someone provoked you to send them hate, or send them anger, or send them the evil eye. And you just don't know what role you were supposed to play in their life as an earth angel, as an agent of change, as a light worker. You can't be quick to get angry. You can't be quick to say, oh, this person has something against me, they're out to get me. Because as an earth angel, as an angel of change, as a chosen being, okay, you have to look at situations and say, this person, I need to look deeper into this. I need to understand my own feelings and how I feel about this. You know, because we're not meant to help everybody, but we're not meant to hurt anyone. You know, we're not meant to hurt anyone. And earth angels have to remember that when you put yourself into this situation, it creates this spiritual hunger in the soul. There's something from the Most High God that you're not consuming, and that you're not allowing your spirit to consume. Yes, I'm hearing give up the ghost. Give up the spiritual aspects of you that allow your anger to make decisions for you. because spiritual beings who are here to do the work of the divine, we don't make choices in anger. You know, it's not that we don't become angered, but we understand that our anger points directly at our life passion. And we understand that anger points us in the direction of our life's mission. So if you're wasting your time with sending anger into the direction of someone specific with the hopes of payback, with the hopes of they provoked me to send them this bad energy, or they did this thing to me, I'm telling you, you might come out, you might think you're coming out on top, but because you failed to include your angels and your spirit guide, you could be sending yourself into a place where you really don't need to be. You're forgetting the divine feminine that resides in us all. The divine feminine is the part of thought that guides us and shows us which way to go and which direction to take. So with the King of Swords coming out, it's important for you to ground your energy and not look at people or not look at yourself in a way of, oh, I'm gonna pay someone back. It's not about that, because sometimes people might offend you and they're not even thinking about you. You know, sometimes people will offend you and they're not even meaning to. They are just dealing with so much hurt and pain themselves that's what comes out. You know, and for the earth angels, we have to remember to feed ourselves spiritually, because when you know you're off track or you're out of alignment with divine energies when you make decisions out of anger. So God really wants you to be careful with that, because you don't want to forfeit your birthright. You don't want to forfeit your blessings. You don't want to forfeit your protection by interrupting the balance of protection, love, and light by trespassing, reaching into someone else's bubble. Okay, it's just not the behavior of a chosen being. And yes, chosen beings, they get attacked, but it never prospers. The hands of the wicked never prosper, because the workings of the chosen are blessed. The workings of the chosen are blessed, but there's this energy that's going around in the collective that is asking us to be tempted by and to basically eat from the devil's kitchen. You know, it looks good, it smells good, it's so enticing, you know, tired of people messing with you, tired of people bothering you. And this anger, you know, some of you guys are not sitting down doing the most, but your anger is enough. Your anger is enough to send darts at people. And I'm seeing that some of these people could be innocent, but you don't realize it because you're so caught up and seeing things the wrong way, because this Two of Swords came out upside down, just not paying attention to the context clues of a situation. You know, this isn't this message is not going to resonate with everybody, and the people that it does resonate with, I just hope you hear it, because a lot of times the person that this energy is resonating with, I'm hearing stubborn, and I'm seeing someone like plugging their ears and closing their eyes, like they don't want to hear it because they just want to do what they want to do. And that's fine, you know, but it's interesting how the divine keeps on putting these energies out to be spoken about, because you're clearly important and you clearly are loved and you're clearly needed in the army of divine beings, right? But when you start sending energetic attacks from a space of anger, you're no longer on the team of the divine. Okay, no matter what you think you're doing, if your aim is to hurt or harm, that is not of the Most High. Adversity, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. It's like, you don't, just because someone offends you or just because someone hurts your feelings, it doesn't always mean that they deserve an attack. It doesn't always mean that they said something to you or did something to you out of anything less than love. Okay, because a lot of times love, especially love that is meant to progress your spirit, sometimes it doesn't always sound sweet. And I always compare it to the herb chaparral, because chaparral is very bitter. And in too high of quantity, chaparral can cause damage, right? But in just the right amount, chaparral is very bitter, very offensive to the palate, but it's very healing to the body. And that's the same thing when people trigger you. When people trigger you, you've got to remember that that's a red flash. That's a flashing light from your spirit team that this is an area where you need to work on. Your triggers equal your work. It is not for you to turn the trigger on someone else. It is for you to recognize that there is work for you to do. Anger is always a sign to stop. Don't move, don't speak, don't say anything. Just pause. Calm down. Go to your corner. Isolate yourself and deal with the thoughts and deal with the emotions that are coming along with this energy, with this anger. Okay, anger is an emotion that yields change if you allow it to. Okay, but if you're always pointing blame at somebody else, oh, you triggered me and it's your fault and I can't deal with you because you triggered me. That's irresponsible with your spirituality, chosen one. That's irresponsible. Now, if someone gaslights you, that's different. Gaslighting and triggering are not the same thing. If someone is gaslighting you, this is a person that's making an attack on your soul and your spiritual development, your sanity. And you have to be able to move yourself away from this person or this situation or this thing. And remember to include God in all things that you do. Because every time you try to make these spiritual moves on your own, it's going to be heavy and darn near impossible for you to do. Because doing spiritual work on your own by evading your angels and the divine, the Most High God, you're evading the whole purpose of your power. Because if you're using your magic and your power to hurt and harm someone else, that's time that you could have been improving you. That's time that you could have been improving yourself. And the same thing goes, some people are attacking you. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. I'm seeing like a old video game of two different players playing, and there's like this big guy that's standing there and a small guy that's just punching away. And none of the punches are taken. They're just, the big guy's just laughing. And it's like, that's how it is when you're sending this evil energy. These people are exerting all this energy, and for what? It doesn't work on a chosen one. But when a chosen being sends a negative attack, when a chosen being sends this energy out with the intention to hurt someone, you've just opened up a whole door. You've compromised the whole team. You've compromised more than just yourself, because you've opened up the door and allowed an energy in that your team doesn't even operate from. And for some of us, we have to remember our spiritual teams do not tolerate foolery. They will leave you. That is a time that they will leave. They will not put their hands in to help you create calamity and chaos in this world. They will not add to the figures. They will not add to the numbers. Now we have to remember that some of us are warriors in the spirit, and we don't have to go into this angry energy and feel that we need to send an attack. It's the simple sadness that causes things to move and shift in the spirit. It's the simple explaining and pouring out of your heart in your prayers that causes the angels to move, and things really change. People around you can't harm you. They can't harm you when you are living in your alignment with the divine, when you are living in the energy and the vibration of love. I'm seeing that a lot of people are offended by you because you have real love. You really love. And sometimes love sounds like some type of instruction that people don't want to hear. Look, purpose. I know what I'm here to do. And forgiveness. Your spirit team is asking you to forgive and let go of this angry energy that has been holding up your power. It's tying up your power. They want you to surrender to the flow of this energy and surrender to the fact that there is spiritual work to be done for the sake of your spiritual growth. So let's see. In terms of the Spirit Lord, the viewer, the one who is watching, what is the frequency of their spirit right now? Look at this crown, overcoming obstacles, a power play. You extra energy coming into your life. You understand, you're getting this message. And with the watch coming out in reverse, it says it's time to profit and divine timing. The things that have been committed against you, the divine knows what's happening, and reparations are happening in divine timing. You might not be able to see it, but I'm hearing, don't think that we weren't watching. Don't think that we didn't see that thing happen, that offensive thing happen. Don't think that love is not available to you. Don't think that protection is not available to you. That sometimes things happen just so the divine knows where to hand out these karmic debts. Okay? You are a child of the divine is what I'm hearing with this crown. You are spiritual royalty. And you are making progress. That your anger it's not being overlooked. It's not being downplayed. It's just that they want to be able to transmute that. They want to help you transmute that anger into what? God, what do you want them to transmute this energy into? They want you to be able to feel vibrationally what you're feeling. I'm seeing the pendulum move. They want you to be in tune with the changing and the shifting of your emotions so that you know how to respond or how to hear yourself, how to appreciate situations, calamity, and be calm within it. They want you to be able to be faithful and trustful in the middle of the storm, in the eye of the storm. They want you to trust the situation and that it's for your own good. You know, and anger is not a bad thing, but you just got to remember what kind of energy anger is. You cannot act in anger, okay? Because that usually leads to regret of some sort, you know. And I hear some people saying that, you know, they don't get any type of anything back, but that's just simply not true. We know that there is a breathing, inhalation, exhalation, give, receive, that it's that type of relationship with all things. So be careful with who you listen to, because I have witnessed a lot of false prophets just within the last few couple of days, and these people are getting pushed. Do you understand? These people are getting pushed, and they're false prophets, y'all. They are not speaking to you as a chosen being. These people work for the adversary, and you might be caught off guard thinking that you're listening to someone who is telling the truth, because I'm hearing the adversary make sure that they give you good eye candy. Oh, this message is all about eyes, like what you're seeing, what you're taking in visually, what visually stimulates you, you know, and remembering to look beyond the flashing lights. Everything that glitters is not gold. Everything that looks beautiful on the outside is not truly vibrating at a frequency of love. You know, and you have to make the decision of what you want to be, whose team you want to play for, and what energy you want to vibe with. Look, step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. You are a child of the divine, and trust your angels. You can't work with every entity that you hear being thrown around on the internet. You can't work with every being like that. You have to remember to work with your angels and spirit guides. Okay? Because some of these entities, they expect payment from you. Your angels and spirit guides are not expecting you to do anything except stay in the energy of love. Sometimes you don't have what it takes to pay these entities, and you end up losing in the end. You know, sometimes they'll make it look nice for a long time, just like with that Diddy situation, whatever is going on, but he looked nice for a long time, and then all of a sudden the things change suddenly, and it changed like night and day. So you have to remember who you work for and how to behave. Okay, open your heart to love, right? And play. That is the vibration that is a high vibration, okay? A high vibration, okay? You have to remember that anger is definitely high vibration because it moves very fast, okay? Sadness is a low vibration because it moves very slow. Okay, satisfaction, it is a good vibration, but it's low Because satisfaction, it moves in a very content, steady, slow pace. Excitement, it moves fast. So you have to be careful with excitement. You have to be careful with making decisions in high moving energy. Okay? But also remember to play. Remember to bring balance into your life and move away from the sadness that sometimes haunts us all. Okay, look again. God is reassuring us again that all is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. When you do become in this, when you do allow this anger to be transmuted into this open heart, playful energy of forgiveness, not forgiving because you say, oh, what they did to me was okay. It's not that. Forgiveness says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. That's what forgiveness is doing. All forgiveness is doing is moving those blockages that are keeping you out of flow with the divine. Okay. Regain your focus. Last message. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded, family. I'm going to end that message here, and we will talk again soon. All right. I hope it's been helpful. I know it's been heavy, and I know it's difficult to think that we as chosen beings aren't, that we could possibly ever send bad energy. It's just a fair warning from your spirit team to mind your anger, to mind your energy, and to surrender to the energy, the process of forgiveness. Okay. Well, I hope this has been helpful. Let me know what you think, and we will talk again soon. Bye.